counts as health and illness has shifted dramatically over recent decades. Experiences once seen as normal parts of life like sadness, public speaking anxiety, or aging are now often treated as medical issues. Even social problems such as violence or poverty are increasingly framed through a medical lens. This process, known as medicalization, has been the subject of intense debate among sociologists and health experts. Additionally, theories of medicalization focused on the role of physicians expanding their professional authority. But today, the picture is more complex. Multiple actors, patients, scientists, corporations, and especially pharmaceutical companies are deeply involved in shaping what gets medicalized and why. Understanding this evolving landscape is crucial for grasping how medicine intersects with power, profit, and social control. Recent research suggests that medicalization is not just a process but an activity, something done by specific groups or individuals. This relational approach shifts the focus from abstract forces to the real actors who benefit from and shape medicalization. Importantly, these relationships are unequal. Some groups, like pharmaceutical companies, occupy a hegemonic position, exerting outsized influence and reaping the largest rewards, a concept the authors call the medicalizing dividend. Others, such as patients, scientists, and healthcare professionals, also benefit, but to a lesser extent. For example, patients may gain access to new treatments, while scientists and doctors can advance their careers or prestige. However, pharmaceutical companies often profit passively from the actions of all these groups, collecting dividends even when they're not directly involved. This dynamic reveals how power and profit are distributed unequally across the medical landscape. The heart of the relational approach is the idea of hegemony, where one group, currently pharmaceutical companies, dominates the medicalization process. This dominance is not just about making money, it's about controlling the rules, regulations, and even the language of medicine. Pharmaceutical companies influence everything from clinical trial logistics to the very definitions of diseases in medical taxonomies. They lobby regulators, shape research agendas, and set the terms for who can access new treatments. Other actors, patients, doctors, scientists, may receive individual or professional benefits, but pharmaceutical companies collect organizational dividends that are larger, more flexible, and often reinvested to further expand their influence. This system is dynamic. While pharma is dominant now, big tech companies may soon challenge their position, and resistance from patients, professionals, or governments can reshape the balance of power. Understanding these shifting relations is key to anticipating the future of health and medicine. Story of medicalization is far from over. As new players like technology giants enter the healthcare arena, the balance of power may shift again. The relational approach helps us see medicalization as a dynamic, contested field where different groups vie for influence and profit. This perspective also highlights how medicalization can reinforce social inequalities, as those with the most power-shaped definitions, access, and resources in ways that benefit themselves. Yet resistance is possible through policy changes, activism, or shifts in public values. By focusing on the relationships and unequal dividends among actors, we gain a clearer understanding of how health, medicine, and society are intertwined and how they might evolve in the years ahead.